quick note on organizing your code. We're about to take on an app building project, and that's going to be a little more complicated than your typical project. So a few options for organizing your code. One thing to remember is that we have comment syntax that is allowed in all three of our languages. So in HTML, a comment looks like a tag but with an exclamation point and two dashes, and then it ends with two dashes. So you'll see in a lot of professional code out there, people will make big HTML comments. They might even use little characters for extra decoration, and they might do something like this: menu section. And they would then have a menu in their HTML, and then they could say end menu. And then up here, they might put in their whatever their menu looks like. So that's one option, is just in all of your code, if you use big comments, you can make it a little easier to keep things organized. In JavaScript, the same thing would typically be done either with // comments or with // and then ending with //. And you will often see in JavaScript people do a big section like this: menu code, and menu code. And again, that's just to make something pretty and easy to look at. And then in CSS, it'd be those same /* comments. So menu code and menu code. Using that to organize all of your menu code would be handy, and then we build out our menu with whatever JavaScript we would need. We would name our function, show menu, function, hide menu, whatever we might be building. In CSS, we might have a .menu.show, and then we might have a .menu.hide. And that can be very helpful. Another option is you can create multiple files. So if we're making a single page app, all of our HTML is going to be in one file. At least for now. There are frameworks that enable you to change this, but we'll stay all of our code in one place. But there's no reason you have to have just one style sheet. So it might be easy to think about having a menu.css. So these links are kind of a pain to make. Actually, what I would do is just take the existing style link, copy and paste it, and then just change its name. So if we go ahead and change it to menu.css, and then here we can make a new file, menu.css. And again, you could put all of your menu code inside of that menu.css file. And similarly, in addition to just having a script.js, you can make as many JavaScript files as you want. So you can go ahead and make a menu.js. You can also organize these in folders if you want. So some developers would say, let's say that you had a menu, and then maybe you would have a card, and something like that. And then I'd go ahead and I'd put my menu CS and my menu JS inside of that folder. So that's pretty nice. The only risk there is that now our HTML links are going to be broken because I didn't link them correctly. So let me just show you how you would see that in the inspector. If I go ahead and open this new tab, currently I have no code, so there's nothing to see broken. But if I open the inspector, I'm going to see errors right away. And here I see these 404 errors. Server responded, it failed to load menu.css and failed to load menu.js. And if I go to source or go to network and reload, I should see those show up as red 404. So I can see the menu.css and the menu.js failed. If I come back to my code, I now put these inside of a folder, right? So menu/menu.cs, menu/menu/style. Oops, not that one, sorry. That's just style. Menu/menu.js. Go ahead and hit run. And if I come back into my inspector, I'm in the network tab, and all of these things loaded, and you can watch how they load. So these are now successfully loaded. The other thing I often might do is just put a really obvious rule in right away, just as a testing step. So go ahead and put inside a UL some menu item, and now it's obvious if that is working. Similarly in JavaScript, I could just make an instant JavaScript call. Now I know they're both working. And if I were to make a typo in the names, hopefully it'll be obvious to me that didn't work. Now, obviously, I don't want that to be red, and I don't want it to say hello world, so that's kind of a lot of work. It's better to just use the inspector tab. But as you start to work on more complex projects, organizing your code in multiple files will make things a little tidier to look at, and ideally all of your menu CSS is in one place. You can, by the way, refer to information from another file. So for example, if I said here var red, and then maybe in my style sheet, I define all of my project colors. So maybe I just have my own project red, my own project blue, whatever it might be, and so on and so forth. That's not really a yellow, is it? Okay. All right. You'll notice this is in that red. Even though the red came from the root, the code does load all of it, so the CSS rules will, potentially between different files will interact. So I can have a color scheme at the top level, and then inside of my menu, I could use code from my main one. So there we go. All right. So I recommend, as we get started on this project, just taking some time to start organizing your code and breaking it down in ways that are a little bit easier to understand, because as your code grows, it's going to get harder and harder to keep track of what you're doing and how changes in one thing might affect another thing.